Good afternoon, everyone. The time here is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We are now Wednesday, which is June 24. Now, I just having an interview with the potential buyer, but actually they are not really potential buyer. They are just window shopper. Out 8 of them, they didn't qualify. No matter how I provide them vital informations online on YouTube and on my virtual page on Facebook called Wilhelmina Ford Gold and Diamond Mandate. These 8 people didn't even read properly, and they come to me and they're excited that they have the buyer. When I interviewed them, I rejected them because I told them, "How did you found Wilhelmina?" They said on Facebook. "What did you learn out of that procedure?" Not really. And I told them, "Go back and read." Now, Mr. Buyer, we are now on the social media. Social media is the fast growing industry. You can search anything on social media. Facebook, 6.6 billion followers. YouTube, 6.6 billion followers. LinkedIn and Instagram and Twitter. However, Wilhelmina is here with you announcing that the price of gold today is really skyrocket. Few hours ago, before I came online, the price of gold was 56,930. Today is a little bit down. The price of gold it fluctuates is 56,836.09. Now, Mr. Buyer, I know you're still hesitant, and I know you are undecided to secure supply. You've been roaming around and chasing which the best offer you can get. Gold is not cheap, Mr. Buyer. Gold is not really banana. There's a saying, supply and demand determine the price. The way you get the gold traditionally, you must have capital. This is not CIF. This is not LC either. This is not escrow or SBLC. Now, why gold is very expensive? Of course, gold has a value. Gold has many uses. Either you can make into jewelry, either you can refine it into gold bullion, gold coins, industrial, false step, figurines, or spare parts on mobile phones. So the gold has many uses. Now, Mr. Buyer, the price of gold is 56,836. Okay? Now, don't bank on it because 1 hour after, the price of gold goes up. So, you're watching Wilhelmina, and I put all the procedure in front of you. I want you to read properly. And I will give you the link on the world market price, spot price, so that you have an idea. And when you're ready, or when the price is down, Mr. Buyer, grab it. We will give you a very good price because you are buying direct to us. You are buying the gold that the seller who produce it. You're not buying to broker. You're not. I am not a broker because if I'm a broker, I'm going to chase you. I am not chasing you. I am telling the world that we have the supply. There's a saying, supply and demand determine the price. Now let's talk about how are you able to secure, Mr. Buyer. But because there is no commercial flight, air cargo is open in Africa. 98% of gold coming from Africa. 50% of rough diamond produced in Africa. So, Mr. Buyer, I am handling my seller globally, and I am the extension digital virtual office based in Australia. I just been to Africa before coronavirus lockdown, and my transaction was successful. Now, Mr. Buyer, you meet Wilhelmina. You don't need to be scared. You don't need to like my guts because most of you are scared. Everybody knows Wilhelmina because I'm very popular. Why I'm very popular? I'm the only person who put my face on global domain. Now I know that you are just a small trader. Now, Mr. Buyer, we give you an opportunity today. I was talking to my head office last night that because we don't have a commercial flight, we can consider you to secure and ship it to your destination. We allow to start 10 kilos. Start a trial because you don't know us when and you don't know me. Okay? The seller doesn't know you and you don't know my seller and me because I work for the seller. So now, Mr. Buyer, air cargo is open. Air France, Emirates. Emirates 3 times travel to Conakry, or Air France, or any airline cargo open to Sierra Leone and Conakry and Mali. Now, I would like to suggest you that start a trial, okay? So that in the near future, on the second shipment, you will feel comfortable. Now, start a trial with this 10 kilos. You pay the 5 kilos. The balance of 5 kilos, you pay that when the gold arrive in your destination. Now, this is what we're going to do with you. The full corporate offer is in front of you. You read it first, digest it. Then, if you like the procedure, come to Wilhelmina on Skype or WhatsApp to how to proceed. Now, Mr. Buyer, when you come to Wilhelmina, I'm assumed that you really understood what you're reading. I assume that you really comprehend properly. Now, going back to 10 kilos, you come to Wilhelmina, right? I am going to request from you to open your camera. I am going to request from you, as being a buyer, to send me a formal letter of intent to purchase coming from you, stating, "Dear Wilhelmina, I saw you on YouTube and on Facebook. Wilhelmina, this is the discussion that we have on conference. You need to put that on your company letterhead, address, telephone number, the carats you're looking for, what you are going to intend to use, and to start is 10 kilos. The mode of payment is cash, F.O.B, bank-to-bank payment. Because you will not travel, so we are giving you a very easy task because of the coronavirus. Now, the price of gold today, as I've said to you, a few hours ago was 56,930 per kilo. Now, when I look at few seconds ago, the price of gold is 56,836. So take advantage for that. Now, even though it's 56,836, because we offer a very good incentives, our selling price is $50,000 per kilo. So you have the profit of 6,000 per kilo. So you are buying unrefined. The 56 is already refined. So don't confuse yourself. You are buying unrefined because you're going to refine either to make into jewelry, to make into gold coins, or anything. So that is your business. Our business, here's the gold, 22.54. The purity is 95.96. That is our business to sell it to you. That is an offer. So don't make stories that rah, because I already explained it here. So when you resell it, you are a trader. If the price of gold 57, you are a winner. Yeah, because your buyer, which is a refinery or jewelry manufacturer, they will buy from you as a trader spot price. So we are selling you a very good deal so that when you resell it, you get the profit. So fair is fair. Now, on the second shipment, we will review our selling price. Now, on my page, it says selling price $52,000 per kilo. Now, I'm going to challenge you, Mr. Buyer, on this video only. I will offer you $50,000 per kilo. We will waive the tax. You don't need to pay taxes, so that is a very good deal. What you have to do, you send me your business registration, your importation license, your passport copy, your proof of fund, your bank statement. That's all we need, because we need to know who you are, because you're not going to travel. So when I receive that, I will send that to the head office. We will prepare the contract on the 10 kilos. So you will receive my seller's mining license, you will receive the seller's banking details, and you will receive the asset report. We will test the gold before you pay, because you're not going to travel. So we will test the 10 kilos. We will show you the asset report. Then you pay the 5 kilos. So we will send you the asset report, the invoice, and the attestation, the ownership, that the gold is free of illegal activities, the custom clearance, the airway bill, after my seller receive your payment on 5 kilos. We will not send the documentation until you pay the gold on 5 kilos. So the balance of the 5 kilos, you will pay that when you receive it. However, we would like to require from you the guarantee that you will not default the payment. That is the reason why we ask a lot of information from you, so that you will not running away out of the balance of 5 kilos. Now, we give you on $50,000 out of 56. 50,000 times 10 kilos. That is $500,000. So, you pay 5 kilos, which is 250 kilos. $250,000. Bank to bank. So you have to give us your banking details, and we will also give you my seller's banking details on the contract. So we'll send you the contract after Wilhelmina receive your letter of intent to purchase coming from you. Is there any question, Mr. Baya? Do you really understand what I'm explaining? It's really very simple if you're a buyer. It would be very difficult for you to comprehend if you're not a buyer. Now this morning I just rejected nine joker buyer, and I asked them, how did you find Wilhelmina? And they said on YouTube and on Facebook. Just a moment. Yeah, good afternoon. This is Wilhelmina.
Yeah, I am
I'll
fat.
I'll call you. I'll call you back because I'm on conference. Okay, so my colleague. So what you have to do, Mr. Buyer, you emphasize that you are really serious buyer, because we don't deal buyers are not serious. So I will repeat, Mr. Buyer. After you read on this video and full corporate offer, click below. There is a link, Wilhelmina Ford Gold and Diamond Mandate. So if you click that, I will give you the link. You will redirect it. You can choose which one you like to deal with, Conakry, Sierra Leone, or Mali. Now there is a video. Listen to the video on Conakry Mineral Consulting Group of Company, and also on the Sierra Leone Gold. You see Wilhelmina was in the office. So you review that, okay? Then when you're ready, Mr. Baya, then come back to Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina is not pressuring you at all. I am not pressuring you. I am telling you, act now, because on 2021, there is a prediction that the price of gold will turn to $2,000 per ounce. You multiply that to 32.15, could be 64,300. You must remember the price of gold today is almost 57. So Mr. Buyer, if I'm were you, bank now. Bank now, and then you can keep it. When the price goes up in 1 week time, you can resell it. You have a very good profit. Now, in buying gold is really traditional. You have the cash and we have the gold. So, show us the cash, and we will show you the gold, and we will give you the gold on video. Because you are not going to travel, we will video the gold, that here's the 10 kilos and the assay. We will video the assay report for you, just for you, because of the coronavirus. So I'm going to ask my seller to assay the gold, The 10 kilos has to be videoed and the ASE report. Then you transfer the payment based on the contract. So when you see the gold 10 kilos of your order and the report of the ASE report from Central Bank of Conakry, I'm going to put you in Conakry, then that is the time you will transfer the 5 kilos. So on the second shipment, we will review the pricing. So on this video, on the page, because I'm going to put this on YouTube, on Facebook, there is a video on Mineral Consulting Group of Company, and there's also a video on Sierra Leone. So which one you like? Conakry or Sierra Leone? So I want you to take time to watch the video. And then after you watch the video, then you read the full corporate offer. Then you make a decision. Thank you very much, Mr. Buyer, and I shall wait for you on your order.